And in a relationship, most people don't know, like there's the adorer and there's the adorer. So there's the one who's being adored and the one that's the adorer. The man needs to be the adorer, and the woman needs to be the adorer, and the man needs to be the adored in order for a relationship to be successful. And same thing with social media. You don't want to adore social media. You want to be the adorer, where social media adores you. All the people adore you on social media. Yeah. So you don't want to be the consumer, because when you're consuming all these videos all day, it really is not good for you. And I could tell you, I've been on social media in the first 2 weeks before I started doing social media. I learned social media back to back, the back end, the front end, you name it. I looked at what people were missing, and I was like, oh, they're missing the king. Then I came out with the name King Azoulay, and some people in my close surrounding were like, why would you call yourself a king? The first question was, well, do you think you could beat me up? And then they're like, no, it's not what I meant. I said, so why do you think you can tell me that I'm not a king? If I could knock you out right now, why can't I call myself a king? I'm a king and you're a peasant. Go work out, become stronger than me, call yourself a king. I'll be your servant, no problem. And then people in my surrounding kind of looked at me and were like, okay, there goes another thing that Ben is gonna do now. And Ben is getting a little funny about it. And I'm like, some people need to learn how to just be quiet.
Yes, totally.
If you can't help somebody do better in whatever they're gonna do, just be quiet, stay out of it.
Great.
When my friend tells me he's doing something, I'm all there for him. So my grandma laughed at me, but my grandma is my biggest hater. And then me and my mom didn't speak for 3 months.
Wow.
Because she didn't want to call me a king. I said, when I walk around, I'm going to walk around like a king. And you could either call me king or you don't call me at all. And she said, I'm not going to call you a king. And also my mom said this and that about you, that you're hilarious. I said, Mom, everything I achieved in life, I achieved it because I knew exactly who I am. Do you know who you are? You don't. I'm Rachel. I'm like, well, Rachel is the name that your mom gave you. But who are you? When you say, this is my arm and this is my leg, is that Rachel's arm and leg or is that yours? And then she looked at me and she was kind of mixed up. And then I said to her, I said, Mom, I'm going to become a king. You don't feel like I'm right to be. She goes, kings are not for this time. I said, no, kings are for any time someone believes that he could be a king.
Wow, I love that.
It has nothing to do with times. We're in times of the world is being programmed nonstop.
Yes.
To be peasants.
Yes.
And my goal was to not just become a king, but also become that person that raises a team with him. And not everybody has to be a king, right? But at least a bunch of resilient people and men and strong women too. I talk to a lot of women on social media where they're like, you inspired me so much. And you see strong women.
Yes.
Not independent women. Independent means one. There's no room for another person.